Hi there, Gemini. Welcome back. Don't forget to click that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to comment and push that bells button so you don't miss a reading. Now, let's get to the meat of this reading. You got the meat and potatoes. Let's get to the meat. Gemini, you got somebody that is angry with you because, and I'm going to tell you why. Because God kept trying to give that person a blessing, like blessings and opportunities, and that person did not take it. Okay? And one of the things that God was trying to give that person was somebody that you ended up having a relationship with, or you are still in a relationship with. Okay? It looks like this person had an opportunity to date that person, to get together with that person, and they let it go. And then they were looking around like a year or two later and found out that you were dating that person, and that person wasn't going to chase them. You see, they thought that they were going to say no, 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 and that person was going to chase them. It was going to be like this big, ego trip. They were going to have somebody chasing them, and then they planned to eventually give in and play this game, and it didn't work out that way. That person turned around and ended up finding you. Y'all got together, or y'all could still be together, okay? But this is how you ended up getting in the sight of this person. This is how they ended up keeping an eye on you, okay? And it's not just this one thing. There are several things. This could be like about a career as well, or other opportunities that you utilized. You took, you saw the opportunity, you grabbed it while you could, and this person didn't. And it just seems like every time this person turns around, you know they're not putting in the initiative, they're not jumping on the opportunities, but they're angry as hell because it seems like every time they turn around, it's you, and it's always you. You're the one that always gets to, grab it and go. Run with it, you know? Run with that opportunity. So this person is angry with you because of that. Because of that, you know, because you don't sit around. You see an opportunity, you see something you want, you don't play games, you grab it while you still can. You don't sit around procrastinating. And this person does, and they just get so upset about it because they feel like, it's unfair. You keep grabbing what is supposed to be theirs. So in their mind, they feel like you're stealing their destiny, but you're not. Okay? You never tried to steal this person's destiny. You never went out of your way to try to take anything from this person. You don't even know who this person is. But this person definitely knows who you are, okay? They definitely know who you are. And they have been watching you for years. And they feel like you've been blessed. Like God favors you for some reason. And it doesn't matter what they do, they're never going to get favored like you. See, they're blaming it on everything else but themselves. Okay? That's the thing. This person is blaming everybody else but themselves. Now, this person has been watching you, and I feel like you're still, for one of you, you are still with that person. You're married, you're in a committed relationship, and this person wants to come in and cause some kind of chaos. Okay? They want to come in and they want to disrupt your life. They want to pull you down a few levels because they feel like, you have what they were supposed to have. You're getting the life that they always was supposed to have, and now you're having it, and they feel like it's unfair. And it does not matter if this person has more than you. They could have more than you. But it doesn't matter. It's the fact that they should have had more and you're taking what they should have had. That's how they feel about it. You should have like never been in this person's viewpoint or something like that. Like you should have never existed in their universe, but you do. And they feel like you have fought for it or you have, um, did something sinister to get into their life in some way, shape, or form. In their mind, I'll tell you, in their mind, they think that you are obsessed with them or you are following them around. You must be, because how is it that they were going to rent that apartment and you ended up getting it? Okay, they were going to date that person and then you ended up dating that person and getting together with them. They were going to take that job and they were going to go over there and apply for the job, but then you got it. So they are so convinced that you are some kind of warlock or witch and you are, stealing their destiny away from them. They're convinced. They feel like there's no way possible that this could just be in a coincidence that y'all live in the same area, okay? And just be a coincidence. No, it's not just a coincidence. Not to them, but it is a coincidence. Okay? This is one of those situations where it really is a coincidence. It is so crazy. This person, the way that they think, it kind of reminds me of that influencer. She had a man that offered him she okay, a man offered her $10,000 to have a meet me or a meetup or something like that. And I heard that she didn't want to do it, but her boyfriend was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, this way we could go on vacation and you only have to spend a few hours with that person and then we can go." Okay. So she was like, "Yeah, all right." So she did it. She went to the meetup and she got her $10,000. The man paid her. He asked for a hug. She gave him a hug. They took some pictures. They talked for a little while. She signed some paper, like signatures and stuff like that. And didn't think nothing more about it. She posted that her and her boyfriend went on vacation, and the guy that had hired her to do the meet me became so angry, so outraged that he felt like he needed to take her life. And he did. People like this, Gemini, I want you to know there is no logic to the way that they think. Okay? There's no logic. I mean, I can try to sit here and explain like why this person thinks the way they do, but to tell you the truth, it's nonsense because you're completely 100% innocent. Okay? I'm hearing that you are a very good person. Okay? You do things right. You don't play games. See, this person, that's where their downfall was, is that they were trying to play games. That's why you ended up dating or marrying or still in a relationship with somebody that they could have gotten into a relationship with before, but nothing ever happened. And why? It was because this person was playing games. And the person that ended up dating you just got pretty much bored with them. They didn't like it. They didn't get off to the games. They're like, okay, never mind. Something's wrong with you. That person picked it up. Like, okay, something's wrong with this person. So if you are dating somebody and that person said, hey, my ex or this girl I was dating before you was crazy, it's true. Or this guy I was dating before you was a nut, it's true. Not always, okay? Not always, but in this situation, it really is true. They could have gone out a couple times, but that's it. Nothing really happened between the two of them. But this person seems to have it in their head that you took something from them. They don't have it like they don't want to take accountability for their actions. They actually don't see that they did anything wrong. Guys, if y'all hear the bird, I got 2 or 3 finches that are like 2 feet away from me. They're just really curious of who I'm talking to. So they're like, I don't know, they're trying to talk back to me or something. You might hear them in the background. They're literally like, one is like 4 feet away from me and the other one's like 2 feet away from me. And they're like seriously just looking at me. Okay, one flew away. Anyways, so this person, it doesn't matter. I mean, they will never take accountability for what they did to cause the situation. They don't see that they did anything wrong. All they see is that you took something from them. Every time they turned around, you were getting what they wanted. The job, the house, the mate, whatever it was. Okay? You got it. I'm hearing like even a car, possibly. They wanted the car. You ended up driving the car before they got the car. That kind of thing. Or maybe they never got the car because they got so upset because you got the car. Okay? Like, let's say both of you always wanted a Chevy Suburban. You always wanted one. They always wanted one. You got yours first, and they feel like you are doing it on purpose. You're deliberately on your way to trying to ruin their life on purpose. This person is a nut. This person is crazy. Be careful with your mail, okay? Because this person is wanting to do something. They want to break something down. They want to start a fight with you. And it's weird because the energy I'm getting is like you're going to feel like you're fighting with an invisible person, you know? This person just wants a punching bag. You know, they need a punching bag. They need somebody to pay the price for their downcomings, you know, and that's what you are. You're this person's punching bag. So they're deliberately going to mess up your car, okay? This is what they're planning to do. Steal your mail, see what they could find out about you, see if they could get any bank statements on you. They feel justified in doing this. I'm hearing messing with your relationship, trying to find out your number, asking for your mate, okay? Trying to make you think that your mate is cheating on you, and then be like, "Oh, who's this?" and then hang up on you. Act suspicious, that kind of thing. Try to break you up from this person if you're still together with that person, okay? Try to make it look like there's something going on when there's not, okay? This person is ready to play dirty, and spirit is saying, what do you need to do? You need to stay on the narrow path, okay? Whatever that means for you, stay on the narrow path. Also pay close attention to your things in your yard or things around you, okay? Like if you live in an apartment, you might want to take pictures of inside your apartment and see if things have been moved. Okay, because you might come back and totally miss it and not realize that something has been moved, because I do see this person being on the outside trying to look in, trying to start something. Okay? Spirit just really wants you to be very observant of your surroundings, who's coming near you. If you have mace or anything like that, I highly suggest you start carrying it with you. But this person just has you in their viewpoint and their thinking is crazy. This is one of those crazy, crazy situations where you don't even know this person. And it's been so long that if you are married to somebody, more likely they're not going to recognize this person, okay? They might not even recognize this person because there's been a time lap. There's been a long time going on, okay? So I'm thinking like 5, 10 years, people can change quite a bit. I think this person has changed their looks. They might have cut their hair, dyed their hair, gained weight, lost weight, something like that. They don't look the same. Okay? So even if you know who this person is, like even if you saw a picture of them in the past of what they looked like 5 years ago, right? Or your ex had a picture of them and they saw them 5 years ago, y'all will not recognize this person today because they have changed their look so much. They're unrecognizable. You'd have to like literally stare in this person's face to put the connection, like, oh, we know you, Because I'm going to tell you something. In this person's mind, if they do this, okay, like if they cause problems for you, have your electricity turned off, have your phone turned off, destroy your vehicle, all these problems, right? If they do this to you and like pull you down, they think that somehow by doing that, it's going to help them regain either the relationship or something. They feel like they're gonna gain it if they take it away from you. Okay, like if they disrupt your life somehow, it's going to. Oh, I see what the birds want. Their bird bath doesn't have water. Oh, I was wondering why they were over here bothering me. Okay. Anyways, I'm so sorry, guys. About this person is that for some reason in their mind, if they take it from you, somehow they're gonna regain something in their life. Okay, this person is crazy. They're psychotic. They got mental problems. Okay, you don't know this person, but this person knows you, and they just have it out for you. So God is saying, don't worry. Okay, like what I'm seeing here, God is saying, talk to me. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. God is saying, talk to me. So God wants you to communicate with Him. Okay, God wants you to like get closer to Him, because right now I'm going to tell you, this is not the first demon that you're going to come across. We are definitely at the end of times. And the more and more toward the end of times that we go, the more and more crazy the people are going to get. So this is not going to be the first time that you're going to come across people who are not in their right mind. And what's so scary about these people that are not in their right mind is that they look so normal on the outside. They dress so normal. They act so normal. They look so normal, and only to find out that they are crazy, you know? They're just a breath away from doing something so psycho and crazy, that it's like, what? I could tell you story after story that this reminds me of one person after another that had some random stranger just get obsessed with them like this. So this is definitely a time to get closer to God, okay? Because God is definitely saying, talk to me. This person really does deserve to be in jail, okay? So if I were you, if you have cameras, put them on. You have cameras in your car, leave them on. Add a battery, because you can add a battery to those to the cameras that you have in your car. You could put them on a battery, not on your car battery, because you don't want to like go outside and find your car dead. But you can buy an external battery. You could get it on Amazon, just so you know, and you could have yours running 24/7. And that little camera, if you buy, well, it depends on the size of the battery you buy, but of course, the larger the better. You could hook it up to that thing, and that sucker will run for a long time. Okay. I mean, you don't have to get a big one, but you could always recharge them, guys, if you get a deep cell battery. Okay. Spirit is saying to do that, because if you do that, you're going to catch something on that camera. It's like I think it was in Carlton, Texas. A man was going out there and he was scratching up Humvees, and he was scratching up a car, one of those electric cars, and he was just going from car to car, destroying it. And somebody had their cameras on, and wow, did they get a good picture of his face? I mean, a very clear picture of his face. He was just going from car to car, vandalizing each car. Okay? So that's what Spirit wants you to do here. Okay? Fight back, but fight back legally. Okay? Anyways, somebody's going to be coming and talking to you. It could be somebody with like law enforcement, or you might be calling law enforcement to you because of unusual things or unusual activities. You might see things moving around your yard, like a trash can getting moved. Okay? unusual things happening. I'm not talking about just one time, the wind blowing it over. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some very odd, mysterious things like you finding your fence open, okay? Your mail's missing, things like that. These are clues that you need to be careful, okay? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this reading. This is a warning to you to be careful. This person's on the outside looking in, and so that means they're looking at you or watching you from the outside looking in, okay? And they don't like what they're seeing. They're seeing you being like on top of things. They're seeing you being very gifted. They're seeing you being making the right decisions, being on the right path. They don't like it, okay? Because they feel like it should be them making the right decisions. This person has just got you in their eyesight and now they can't stop watching you, okay? 00 is coming out for you. It says, angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. I am observant. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is definitely saying, hey, be observant here. Okay, you are observant, but be more observant. So, give us one more angel number here for Gemini, please and thank you. I know this is a crazy reading, guys, and I know it's not for everybody. So, I do plan to put out another one. But whoever hears this reading, it's meant for you to hear it, okay? Because it's definitely a warning. We got angel number 5. It says, flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. I am adaptable. I feel like Spirit is saying, hey, be observant, be adaptable. Okay, because the situation is going to be changing around you. Okay, this is definitely something for somebody here. I'm going to go ahead and post it. I know it's a crazy one. Okay, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and post it because somebody needs to hear this. Catch me in the next one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am going to do another reading for you guys. Okay, so do keep your eyes open today for that one. Okay, all right, bye bye. Oh, yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment because it does help the channel grow.